As the Queen's Baton is part of the build-up to the Glasgow 2014 Games, Niue, the smallest territory in the Commonwealth, used its arrival to showcase some of the events their athletes will be taking part in. But Islanders couldn't resist a chance to show off some of their more traditional sports too.
Every sports day we have to have some tabloid, some cultural sports. So it's always balanced with the other sports as well.
What does tabloid sport mean?
Woo-hoo! Tabloid means local sports.
Disaster.
And these sports aren't the only traditions kept alive on the island.
We've
got to work our way through the jungle now.
Niue is home to the largest land-living arthropod in the world, the coconut crab. And as I find out from one resident, catching them is something families have been doing for generations.
My father and my mother used to bring me out here, and I know, and they showed me how to go about and doing all baiting and all that sort of stuff, and they showed me all their favourite spots, so I'm just carrying on the family tradition. It's back in the days, if you don't catch a honga, you got no food for the family, and that's how it works. So you have the whole family come out baiting purposely to put food on the table. So what we're going to do, I'll take this out to one of my favourite spots out there, bro, and we're just going to tie it onto one of the tree roots like that. The coconut crabs are big, powerful things. If you don't tie it, you just come and grab it and drag it into the holes, and you got no chance of catching them.
You normally think crabs living in the sea on the beach. I mean, you're kind of in the middle of the jungle here.
The coconut crabs head down to the sea to breed at the end of the year. They go down there and lay the eggs, and then after they lay the eggs, they head back inland.
Because I mean, coconut crabs don't exist in most other places now.
There's one of the biggest problems you have is when the coconut crabs head down to the sea to breed. Right, what a lot of people do is they walk on top of the cliff and they pick them up, like within an hour you can have a sack full of it, and they're selling them for about 100, 150 bucks each. And you just got to watch what you take. You got to take the ones that are way above legal size, and only take one or two.
Laws here say that crabs under a certain size shouldn't be hunted, but Willie believes that more can be done to protect these unusual creatures. I couldn't wait to see one, and hopefully the sweet-smelling coconut bait would be hard for them to resist.
It's about 9 o'clock at night, and we're back in the bush to see if we've got any crabs on the coconuts that were laid down earlier on. Certainly looks a very different place. Is it a good night for it, Willie?
Yeah, it is a good night. Just make sure your fingers are well away from the main claws, because I don't want you to leave anywhere with 3 missing fingers or something like that, mate. This one here.
Oh yeah.
See, got this one here, small one.
Amazing colour.
Yeah. That is legal. That's too small in my eyes.
So to make sure there's always crabs on Niue, you want to keep them.
Well, you got to look at the future, right? Like I can take that and sell it for so much money, but I'd rather see my grandkids come out here hunting in the years to come.
On one hand, hunting is important for Islanders to hand down these skills through the generations to continue providing for themselves. But too much and these amazing coconut crabs will disappear forever, like in many other Pacific islands.
He's gone back into his holes.
Yep.
Even in the Commonwealth's smallest territory, looking after tradition is not straightforward, and it relies on individual dedication and pride to what is important. Mark Beaumont, reporting Scotland, Niue. Mark Beaumont, BBC News, Niue.